Yes, sir.
Hi, you alright?
How you doing? Alright.
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank
A
you.
lot of yous today. What's going on? What's the emergency?
We've just come to see what you've been up to.
What I've been up to?
Yeah.
Is that an emergency?
Well, you know you're not supposed to be filming up.
Pardon?
You're not supposed to be
Turn on the
filming.
body warmth.
Oh, yeah, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. What do you mean I'm not allowed to be recording out here? Come on.
So, mate, so if you have a look behind you, there's a
Yep.
couple of signs obviously saying it's a prohibited place.
Yeah, inside.
The new National Security Act 2023.
Yeah.
So under section 4, you're not allowed to film, so it counts as inspecting a protected place.
And
filming comes under inspection.
Inside the property.
yeah.
I've not been inside. I've not been inside the property at any point whatsoever.
The cameras have said they've seen you outside.
I've been outside, yeah,
yes.
but I've been filming a lot of things. There's been loads of people taking pictures about here, so not just me. But yeah, I still don't see what warrants the emergency response though.
It's because it's what it is, you know, obviously where it is, what it is, there's a risk. So if they see people filming outside, say yourselves in multiple cameras,
Right.
potentially filming entrance and exits, they have to shut the place down.
Well, they don't have
Make
to.
sure they do.
Not necessarily, no, that's up to them. It's not like,
But it's
You know what I
because
mean?
of
Like-
you being there, so that is what warrants the emergency.
This is the moment everything changes. Out of nowhere, the police step in calm on the surface, but already asserting authority. The first question sounds casual, almost friendly, but it doesn't take long before the tone shifts. Within seconds, filming is challenged. A body camera is switched on. And then comes the key phrase, "You're not supposed to be filming." From an outside perspective, this is the opening move. Control the narrative early, establish dominance, and frame the situation as a potential offence. The auditor stays composed, but the stakes are instantly raised. This isn't a chat anymore, this is the start of a confrontation.
That's the way it works.
no, it doesn't. Like, listen, like, it's a bit over the top. Come on, you know this. You know what I mean? Like,
Obviously, I'm guessing you're like an auditor.
pardon?
I'm guessing, are you an auditor?
You think I'm an auditor?
Yeah.
What's an auditor?
So someone that sort of goes around police buildings or sort of other buildings of interest and sort of try and get police to sort of come and engage with them. Obviously, some
So-
do it for different reasons.
By that definition, then no. No, I'm not
So,
an auditor.
obviously, you don't have
Right.
to tell me. Obviously, you're probably well versed in sort of your rights.
Yes.
Obviously, you don't have to tell me. Are you like filming for anything? Are you like filming for like a program, college?
Yeah,
something like that,
I'm
or you
filming for my YouTube channel.
just- YouTube channel?
Yeah.
And what is your YouTube channel?
But it doesn't really make any difference, does it? But
I'm just a bit curious. Obviously,
yeah, no, I understand. But just it doesn't make any difference, really, does it? Do you guys mind identifying yourself, please?
Yeah, there you go, Davies.
Can you read that, please?
Oh, there it is.
Can you verbalise it? I may not be able to see it.
Easy, Davies.
Pacey Davis, sorry, and your number? Sorry again, can you verbalise that for me, please?
1609,
And where are you based out of?
just down the road in Brixton.
Brixton Police Station.
What do you
Right, okay, and you guys, if you don't mind identifying yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm PC Hopkin, 1616 AS, also from Brixton.
Brixton, and yourself, sir.
obviously everything you need is on show 1148 AS.
And your name?
PC Botway.
And you're also Brixton, right, okay.
Obviously, you don't have to tell us. You probably won't tell us. You might tell us. How long are you going to be here filming for?
How long am I going to be?
Now the justification arrives. Police escalate by invoking the National Security Act and labelling the area a protected place. It sounds serious, deliberately so. But here's where tension builds. The auditor pushes back, calmly pointing out that he has never entered the property. He's in public. Tourists are filming. Cameras are everywhere. From a neutral observer's view, this is a classic clash. Broad security powers versus specific legal boundaries. The officers lean on risk and suspicion. The auditor leans on facts and location. Neither side backs down, and that stalemate sets the stage for what's coming next.
Here for?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
filming the building.
I don't know. I don't want to lie to you and give you false information. You know,
not
like,
lying.
I just don't understand. Sorry to hark back how I started this conversation with you guys. Like, what necessitated the emergency response? What was the call? Like,
So obviously we can't go in and out and like everything we've been told.
I understand. Yeah.
Obviously, filming and taking pictures in itself isn't sort of a bad thing or suspicious.
Well, hold on a minute.
Obviously,
He's
what-
pointed to that and said that I was under threat of arrest a minute ago.
So if you haven't finished,
Come on, man,
I'll
let-
like put all the way through. And then
Yeah.
So what
Go
I'm
on.
saying is, filming and sort of taking pictures. Obviously, it's London. A lot
Yeah.
of people take pictures and photos and all sorts of stuff. Obviously, tourists or just people that live here and just sort of like the architect or like the way buildings are shaped, etc.
Yeah.
the only reason why we're here is because obviously you've been filmed, you've been sort of watched on CCTV, sort of filming into it, potentially sort of looking in, trying to see what's behind it and stuff, which obviously I like. And again, obviously you can sort of film that as well, just on, obviously that's on your record as well for next time.
Okay.
It's all about sort of prevention, isn't it, as well?
Well, prevention of what? Right.
All sorts
Well, you know, like, you know, I've got a YouTube channel, yeah. You asked me if I.
only 'cause you told me,
You
yeah.
asked me if I was
Obviously,
auditing.
when we're coming,
You asked me-
when people are watching
Okay.
CCTV, they can't tell, oh, this guy got a YouTube channel until police
Okay.
come and speak.
But
Which
you
is
know
what we're
that.
doing.
But you know that. You
I
know that.
Yeah, only
Your
now,
colleagues know that.
Because you told me that.
Okay.
I can't read minds, unfortunately.
Okay.
I know we're the police,
Yeah.
but we don't know everything.
So-
We can't read minds.
Right. I'm going to need the CAD number for the call.
Yeah, you can get a card.
But I still want to know, like, what was the allegation on the call? Because, like, 2 police cars, 4 police officers, blue lights on for someone recording a building.
So I can explain that because obviously I spoke to security.
Yeah.
They said you're filming over the fence, and at one point you
Over
put it
the
through-
fence?
You put it through, like you travel through the gate to film inside.
No.
So then you want,
So,
I can only go on what they tell
so
me.
first and foremost, have you seen how high the fences are here?
I mean, talking about the
So-
security gates, obviously there's gaps in it, and so they've said that you put it through
Through
the gaps.
So you think?
I can only go on what they tell me.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on.
just going
Right,
on what they
let's
tell me.
use the power of deduction. Let's see how good
Go
your
for it, go for
detective
it.
skills are. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
You think that I was able to fit this phone and this gimbal through the gaps in these fences?
We could take the phone out of the gamble and just stick it through.
What
All
was
I've
he-
heard is
Right,
the
so-
phone filming's gone
okay.
through.
Show me where I could have done that.
Oh, it's through the gates.
Wouldn't it
Show
be
me.
this?
Oh, on the
This is the turning point. Police introduce a new claim. Security staff allege the auditor filmed through the fence. That single accusation changes everything. But instead of retreating, the auditor flips the script. He calls it out instantly, a false allegation, and reminds everyone that making a false report is itself a criminal offense. Watch closely here. The confidence shifts. The auditor demands evidence, logic, and investigation, not assumptions. From an outside view, this is where the balance of power starts to wobble. The officers are no longer reacting to a suspicious filmer. They're now defending the basis of their own response.
camera.
Yeah, show me where I could have
You
done
can see
that
on
on
the
the.
gates, there's gaps, because it's one of those gates
Right,
that opens,
okay,
there's the hinges and the gaps.
So,
we're not going to go around
right.
to film it, because that's not
so
right.
what I'm going to tell you is that's a false allegation. So
Okay.
somebody's made a false report to the police, which is a criminal offence.
Okay,
So I'm going to ask you to investigate that.
that's fine.
Okay, because at no
Uh,
point whatsoever did I take my phone and stick it through the fence. No point whatsoever. It's not. There's not even a gap big enough. Now I know you say I could take it off the gimbal and try it on, but come on, man, use common sense. You can see the gaps.
I
So
can
it's
only
not
go on what
that.
they tell me,
Yeah,
Gav.
but
I
it's a
haven't
false
seen you do it,
allegation.
but I can only go
So
on what
are you going to act without fear or favour? You're going to investigate that.
Okay, that's fine, yeah.
Appreciate
I need some
that.
deals for me to put on a report. Is that
You don't
all
need my details now.
right? I do, to put on a report. How else am I
I
going
could
to
give you an email address, but you don't need my
I need the
details.
rest of the
Do you need
deals.
your details?
Well, sorry, my love. I'm well frequented in this, alright? I've done it loads of times. You don't need my details. I could give you an email address. I can supply them at a later date if they're warranted. But at this moment
Do
in
you
time,
need deals? Because we'll have to put on the other side of the report, which is you filming and breaching Section 4 of the National Security Act 2023, which was an offence. So we need the deals to investigate it. I'm happy to. There's no necessity for arrest you at this point,
Okay.
but we'll have to investigate it by way of like caution to get invited in for an interview.
So you're going to caution me?
No, this time it's a caution plus 3. What happens is you get
Right,
brought in for an
okay.
interview, a cautionary interview, but I'll need some details from you.
I won't. So if I don't provide those details, what will happen?
Well, then it comes under Code G and you'll have to be arrested.
Code G?
Code G of PACE,
Code
which
G
is a
of PACE.
necessity for an arrest,
Okay.
yes.
So under threat of arrest.
There's no threat of arrest.
Well, it is
No
because
threat.
so if I don't provide my details, I will be arrested. Is that what you're saying?
There's no council called Code G then, so we can't investigate slow time because we've got no deals for you. If you have to provide your deals, you can get invited in for an interview, you can give your side there,
Right.
that's fine. Otherwise, if I ain't got details, we've got no contacting you, asking you to come in,
So you're going to. So I will be arrested then.
you would be then, yeah.
Right. So under threat of arrest.
There's no threat of arrest.
Well,
here.
it is. Listen, you've just said it. Come on, man.
There's no
Like,
threat at all.
right, so
No one's
if-
made a threat.
so if I don't provide my details, you're going to arrest me.
Yeah.
So that's a threat of arrest.
That's not a threat of
Yeah,
arrest.
if I
That's
don't
what, 'cause
provide-
an offence that's been committed.
Okay. Right. Have you seen any evidence of me?
So we've
sort of
had from the
doing this?
security,
Have you seen any evidence?
two,
Have you seen any
and then
evidence?
we'll have to collect the evidence, won't we? Because we've got evidence to our CCTV.
Pardon? Oh, I understand that, but
Obviously,
but
as I said,
I've got the witness. It doesn't lie.
Obviously, that's fine. Obviously, if you want to show us the footage that could obviously disprove that, then
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to show
It's
us.
about
You could do it now.
it's about 40 minutes long. It's about 40. What?
Scrub it through the thing.
I don't think I should have to do that though. Like you know, you know I have a YouTube channel. You know I'm an auditor.
I didn't know that, but
So
I've seen you talking to
you know I am an auditor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your colleague has a slightly skewed understanding of what auditing is, but he wasn't far off the mark. So that's how you've messed up. If you do proceed to try and obtain my details, which I will provide under threat of arrest, I will provide it because I don't want to get arrested for it. But you will all be liable to an IOPC investigation, and the Metropolitan Police will be liable.
This is the most intense exchange so far. Police move from conversation to coercion. Personal details are demanded, and the consequences are made crystal clear. No details means arrest. The auditor repeatedly states the words that define this entire encounter: under threat of arrest. From a third-party standpoint, this is a critical legal moment. The officers insist an offence has occurred without showing evidence. The auditor insists his compliance is forced, not voluntary. The tension peaks here. This is no longer about filming. It's about authority, interpretation of the law, and whether power is being used correctly or carelessly.
Alright, okay.
As you said, you're happy to provide
Yeah, I'm not doing it here.
to-
We'll do it in the privacy of one of your cars, if that's alright.
That's fine, yeah, we can
Because you've got
walk
members
to
of
the
public
car.
and I don't give it my details
no,
willy-nilly.
yeah, no,
But this is under duress. I am doing it under threat of arrest. Just make that clear, and I guarantee you are going to regret this 100%. You are making a massive mistake.
It's fine.
Okay?
I understand. If you would want to,
But come on
the nearest car or whatever, and then we'll grab the details there.
Unbelievable! Who's got a flat tyre?
Oh,
Who's driving on that?
Oh, that's
Whose car is that?
it was fine when I set off. So it just
No,
goes
I'm
down
sure it
there.
was. Of course it was. Did you do all your inspections? What happened? What happened to your car?
Oh, well, I must have popped it on the way.
You must have popped it on the way. That sounds like an admission of careless driving to me.
I'm not going to drive
I don't think you're. What happened to your tyre first and foremost?
I checked it this morning.
Are you
and it was
driving on the road illegally at
fine.
this
No,
moment
no,
in time?
no, as I said, I checked it this morning as part of my DI in the car, and it was fine.
So what happened to it?
come on, if you want to.
What happened to it?
I don't know. I just found it flat like you did.
So careless driving then?
No careless driving whatsoever. As I pulled up,
Dri-
it was
Get
fine.
on with this.
Driving without due care and attention?
No,
How
definitely
can you not know you've popped your tyre?
As well, because it just popped now when we drove off.
It popped now when you drove off.
No, I didn't say pop now. I said when we drove off. As we've been driving, there's been no issues with it. And when I did the checks in the morning,
Looks a bit baldy, to be honest. Do you mind? Have a look. That is a taxpayer's car after all. Well, I don't know about that, mate. That looks a bit dodgy, you know. That's driving without due care and attention or something like that. But how can you not know you popped your tyre? Like, did you not feel it pull when you're driving?
As I say, it was fine when I was driving.
Sure.
But this is, we're going around in circles.
You know, if you're involved in a collision, you have to go a mandatory breathalyzer test. You know that? Have you been drinking today?
Me?
Yeah. Can I see your license, proof of insurance, and MOT certificate, please?
Definitely not.
Right, anyway,
Where's the aircon?
can I jump in the front if that's alright?
The front? Oh,
Yeah.
Make sure there's,
Yeah, just I don't like being cooped up in the back.
Yeah, no. Just gonna be just a little bit scared.
Unreal. Nah. I mean, you can't drive away with me in the back then,
Oh,
huh?
I got it.
Not a flat tyre, yeah, that's it. Alright, oh my. Alright, guys, well.
Do you want the door closed, or?
Yeah, well, just in case I can't.
Just when the situation couldn't get stranger, it does. As details are taken under protest, the atmosphere shifts from serious to surreal. A police vehicle is suddenly revealed to have a flat tire. The auditor doesn't miss it. Questions fly. Competence is challenged. The irony is thick. The people enforcing the law now appear disorganized and defensive. From an observer's lens, this moment is powerful not because it's funny, but because it humanizes authority. The illusion of control cracks, and the tension briefly turns into embarrassment. It's a small moment, but it leaves a lasting impression.
Alright, gentlemen, listen, you have messed up, man. Come on, like, you know you shouldn't be doing this. You're misusing the legislation. I will have a complaint off you for that, and I will have a civil claim off you for that. Because you've threatened me with arrest for something you've got no grounds for.
I haven't said
Alright,
it.
so, well, I suggest you wind your necks in, get in your cars and jog on. Do one.
So that's not very nice, then.
It's not very
If I
nice.
said that to you, you would be quite upset, innit? If I told you to jog on.
Well, you're a public servant, I'm not.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm a human
You've
being, mate.
misused the legislation to obtain my
Doesn't matter.
details.
You can't-
Okay.
you-
I don't care. Your feelings aren't my priority at this moment in time, my friend.
Vice versa, then.
So get in the car and do one. See you later. You're dismissed. Bye.
Obviously,
Bye. You're dismissed.
you're more than welcome
Bye.
to sort of stay in the area.
I'll do whatever I feel like doing.
Try not to commit any more offences by obviously putting your
Oh,
camera.
hold on, you just jumped to conclusions. You just says don't commit any more offences.
Or suspect
So no, you've just made another massive mistake.
It's
No,
up to
no,
you the way you
do
try
not
and
commit
interpret it.
any more offences. So that's the insinuation I've already committed an offence. You haven't done any investigation whatsoever, have you? So how would you know that?
No, I'm not gonna go. We're done now.
What
We're
camera
done now.
footage have
We're
you
done
seen?
now. Thank you
Exactly,
very
you're dismissed. Jog on, little boy. Bye. Bye.
And finally, the release. After all the pressure, threats, and legal posturing, the officers disengage. No arrest, no enforcement, no immediate consequences. The auditor dismisses them and resumes filming exactly where he started. The contrast is striking. What began as a high-risk national security situation ends quietly, almost awkwardly. From a third-party perspective, this is the resolution. Authority challenged, assumptions exposed, and no wrongdoing proven. The power dynamic has fully reversed, and the encounter ends not with sirens, but with silence.